Welcome into the Common Dad Podcast, Season 2, Part 5, the Super Bowl of the Dumb Questions. Gentlemen, are we ready for this one? This is a good one. Well, it's an easy one for me.
No such thing as a dumb question, but we managed to find them.
No such thing as being ready for these either. Is it worth it to make your bed every single day? Hell no.
Was I supposed to wait? Because the answer is no.
No, you were not. So, Ryan, convince us otherwise. You psychopath.
I'm not going to
feel like
convince
you're
you
going to try.
otherwise.
Okay.
Well,
here we go.
So, no. I feel like much has been made about this question that's not entirely fact, but the long and short of it is, like, we have, you guys know we have a dog, Bucky, and that I hate climbing into sheets and having stuff under the do I care if anything's necessarily on top of the comforter? No, absolutely not. But I don't want to crawl in the sheets and have crumbs.
That's
my bed. I don't want to crawl into my bed and have the sheets in between the sheets, have it covered.
That's a
in
whole
dog
other
hair.
debate for me.
That's
Sheets are stupid. Give me the fitted sheet and the other one that's just there. Why? Why is it there? It's simply in my way.
Well, the comforter. Well, even then, so it's under the comforter. The
I'm
fact
not.
is, you're
Get it
sleeping
off.
in it.
Sorry, go ahead.
So that is the only reason I want to make sure that a bed is covered. But does it need to be made? Does it need to have pillows?
It
How many
needs to
pillows
be
are
clean.
really necessary?
It needs
and
to be
do they
clean.
need to match?
I'll give you that, of course. I don't
Yes.
I'm not just sliding in.
Absolutely.
Look, I'm a slob, but I'm not just, sleeping on a Cheerio-infested bed.
No, well, that's the extent here. So is it worth it to make the bed every day? The way I would say, again, because we've been going by definitions and stereotypes here, the way it is depicted to make a bed with multiple pillows and to put the
Throw pillows, the whole deal,
comforter up
everything.
and to tuck the sheets in the ends and the what do you call those the frilly
I don't
pillows that
know.
go over the pillows that you actually
the pillows that you can't actually
Right.
use, those ones. Those are my favorite.
absolutely
The hand
positively no. It does not need to be made
Okay.
like that every day. Absolutely not. Now, I would make a case for the fact that I want to make sure the comforter is at least covering the fitted
Why?
sheet. Because Bucky jumps
all
on
right.
our
So
bed
for a
constantly.
purely
And it's
cleansing
the dog hair, and he'll
reason.
go
Okay.
outside, and he'll come right. I just want to, when I lift that comforter back, I want the fitted sheet that I'm sleeping on
All right, that's
not
fair.
to be dirty, whether it's paw prints or crumbs or
But do
dog
you
hair or
wake up
whatever.
And the first thing you do before you get ready for work or whatever you're doing, do you turn and make your bed? I know
No.
people that do that, and they're like, "Oh, it's a great way to.
No,
it's a great
the first
way
thing
to
is
start
coffee.
the day." How? Why is it a
Psychopaths.
great way to start? the
First
day?
thing
Yeah.
is coffee.
Psychopaths.
Thank you, psychopath.
Well, okay.
What?
Now you shouldn't have asked that
To what?
because I have an answer to that. I've
What
read
did I
about
ask?
this, and I've
Hold on,
had
I'm
clients that are
confused.
military.
I know where he's
You
going
said
with this.
you said what benefit is there for people doing this?
All right.
And I've had
I'll
military
listen.
clients explain why
Okay.
they do this, and people that are motivated. It's because it starts the day off with one thing that is absolutely in your control.
I can make
and
coffee
can be done
correctly.
correctly and to a high standard.
Well,
I
so the
don't
argument I've
understand.
heard, and I somewhat disagree with it, is because it's a completionist mentality, but it's you've completed a task. You have a task, and you've completed the task.
Right.
And so if you're one of those people that likes to check the boxes, or when you're crossing things off on your shopping
Yeah.
list, do you scribble a line all the way through it, and does that just give you like
even-
psychological
Right, it just
pleasure
makes you-
crossing this thing off the
Motivation.
list?
Yeah.
keep
That's
going.
the argument for it. And I would
Momentum.
argue that making the bed is purely a psychological. The only benefit to making your bed in the morning is psychological.
Yeah, I feel like somebody like Gary Vee probably does it and is like, yeah, I made my bed, and he's all like jacked up about it.
No,
you
I
know?
would argue he doesn't because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you may be right. We can probably get him on.
So
He's not doing much.
interestingly enough, actually, I looked it up because I was kind of
Okay.
curious. And
If
so
Gary Vee makes his
there
bed?
have
Okay.
yes, exactly. Nope, not quite. There have actually been studies on this topic. Scientific studies, not psychological, you're a psychopath studies, but real scientific
I mean, that's what
studies.
I'm trying to figure out, though. Let's be honest.
Dust mites have a tendency to grow or to, I don't know, do dust mites grow? I don't know. Dust mites love
Accumulate.
warm and damp places, specifically sheets, after you have been sleeping and likely sweating in them. Leaving the bed unmade allows your sheets and blankets to breathe and to air out, preventing
Now
dust
I
mites.
kind of want to make my bed. That's the best argument I've ever
You
heard.
want to make your
I want
bed?
Oh, don't make your bed.
I'm
No,
saying
he's
the
saying
opposite.
other.
You need
He's-
to let it
he's
air
saying
out.
You gotta,
Okay.
You got to listen specifically. You need to let it.
You need
air
to
out
let
and
it air
dry.
out.
That
Okay.
way,
If you cover up all the sweaty,
If you
dark,
make it,
damp
it
sheets,
stays damp.
you're containing
So
that.
don't make your bed.
And you're more. Do not make
Don't
your
make
bed. You are more likely to have dust mites if you make your bed every single
Also,
day
just like
than if you
clean
don't.
the sheets.
And again, I would. And
a good
if you have another argument, I would revert back to the only actual benefit to making the bed is psychological. So it only matters to psychopaths.
yeah,
I would argue that you just confirmed that I think my method is the best, and that is to wake up, make coffee, get breakfast for you and the kids, let the dog out, get your day
And then
started,
go
and
back to
before
bed.
the dog comes back in, then go back to your bed, and you can throw the comforter over your sheet without necessarily tucking anything in, and continue on with your day.
So you have to
But
go
you
back
are
to
giving
what
it
does
time
what
to
does
air
make
out.
the bed mean? If it's just throwing the comforter over your pillow, if that's making the bed, I could
Over the
potentially
bed.
get
Tell
behind
myself I
that.
made the bed. I've done that before. Done.
But yeah, no, I'm never going to be the type to have 17 pillows
Right.
on my bed and 4 different bed sheet sets
the
and
worst.
all these
I
different.
have every time I get in my
different
bed
things.
at night, I have to like dig through the pillows to find my pillow. It's a battle I have already lost and don't ever intend on gaining that ground back. Now, I think we all agree: don't make your bed, right?
Don't make
don't
your
make
bed,
your bed.
especially if you have company
cover-
coming
cover
over.
it. sheet.
Cover up the fitted
Because
sheet.
if not, the dust mites will grow to the size of a small cat, and then
Yes.
you have.
Honey, I love you
A
to
real
death, but
problem.
Yanni is a cocooner. She takes the covers and
Spin.
she'll curl up in
Yeah.
them. And then my side of the bed that I just covered up so the dog doesn't get on it, the dog will jump up and go to like cuddle her and say hello after he's done his business outside, but he's walking all over the bed and I'm like, "Honey, you just pulled the comforter off of my side of the bed, so now all his dirty feet are
So
getting
get
all over
so
her
get
out of the
revenge.
bed.
my side of the
It sounds like
Steal all the
sheet,
blankets
right?
back and let Bucky
No,
walk all over her side of the
Sounds
bed.
like you guys are headed to like the 1970s sitcom where the married couple sleep in different beds. Listen, I love sleeping with
Well,
my wife.
there
but
is
that
a
sounds
new
fantastic.
popular trend.
To have your own bed. Oh my god.
There's a new popular trend,
Yes.
and I want to say it's Finland or the Netherlands or something like that. Couples, typically, it is normal in whatever country I'm in. Comment, please, if you know.
We're big in Norway, so they should know.
For each
Huge.
member to have their own.
Oh, we have our own.
comforter.
Absolutely, I'm not sharing a blanket. This is not a sleepover in 9th grade, which that also didn't happen, by the way. But no, we're not sharing blankets. No, that's crazy.
No, but we have one comforter on our bed. So if she pulls the cover, like now we've never had issues while sleeping with like her hogging the covers and not me hogging the covers. That's not been a non-issue, but we sleep with one comforter, and it is a new trend to have each spouse have their own comforter, so
Yeah.
as not to worry about the hogging thing. But this would also solve you want a cocoon, fine, but I'm
yeah.
covering up my fitted sheet so
Absolutely.
that no paw prints
Well, look at that.
end up on my bed.
We
But I'm not
we
tucking
all
it in
agree.
or
We
throwing
all,
any
Ryan,
throw
I really
pillows
thought
on.
you were gonna. I kind of pegged you for a guy who made the bed, and I'm relieved that you're
No.
normal, like we all are. That's great. It's fantastic.
I am very good at taking the blanket and doing that whole
Just
like,
one
all
little
the-
flick.
All the
yes,
yeah,
and you do the
yeah,
whole
all the
thing,
crap
and
flies
it
up
covers
in
the
air
fitted
and
sheet,
just
and you're done.
lands gently back down
Good.
on the bed. Yeah.
Well, it lands
absolutely.
back on it because
Well, you heard it,
covered
folks.
up.
If you
You're
make
good.
your bed in the morning, you're a psychopath. Unsubscribe. We don't want. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Please stay
I don't want to
subscribed.
be associated with you
Please
people.
stay subscribed. You're still a psychopath, but a subscription. Well, gentlemen, I mean, that's 5 questions. We've done this community, our respective states, this nation, and quite frankly, the world a service, I felt like, over these last 5 episodes. A bucket is not a cup. Well, there's stipulations there. Hot dog, I guess, is a sandwich. Cereal
100%.
is... What did we even talk about with cereal? Cereal's not a soup.
It's
But
not a soup.
oatmeal is a porridge.
It's
And
not
then,
cooked.
of course, as we just discussed, if you make your bed, you're a crazy person. But of course, clean your bed. Don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. Well, gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners, thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of the Common Dad Podcast. Do not forget to go to our new YouTube channel. New YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, follow, go to Instagram, subscribe. You can't subscribe, but, follow, whatever, all that good stuff. And we, of course, because we're fathers, we're on Instagram. It's what we do. Or no, we're on Facebook. So go there and follow as well. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Common Dad Podcast. Let us know if you liked the video by giving us a thumbs up. Even if you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell to get notifications every time we post a new video. Also, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at @the_common_dad and on Facebook at The Common Dad so you can let us know your thoughts on today's episode.